What's going on, everyone? I'm Michigan Sports Talk, and Michigan just put a beat down on number 10 Penn State as they won it 41-17. Going to be giving my instant reaction and analysis to the game, including key takeaways from the game. It's all going to be in this video, so if you guys are new around here, make sure you guys go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like for more. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so Michigan absolutely dominated Penn State this whole entire game. Their rushing attack was outstanding. They had 418 rushing yards in this game, only 145 passing yards, but they didn't have to pass the ball. Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards had a field day today. They both had 2 touchdowns. Donovan Edwards had only 16 carries and 173 yards, including an electric rushing touchdown that put Michigan up 24-17. And then Blake Corum had 28 carries, 166 yards. And right after Michigan forced a turnover on downs, Blake Corum, the next snap, took one to the house. Both Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum had a 50-plus yard touchdown run in the game today. These guys are truly a dynamic duo. I just want to touch up on the first half. Michigan dominated the whole entire first half, and then Sean Clifford, Michigan's defense, made one mistake. Sean Clifford kept the ball and ran it 60-plus yards, made it 1st and goal, and then Penn State punched it in on 4th and goal. And then the following series offensively for Michigan, J.J. McCarthy threw a rollout pass that was supposed to go to Blake Corum. However, it got tipped in the air, and then Penn State took it to the end zone for a pick six, and right at that moment Michigan was down 14-13 at that point. Michigan fans, Michigan players were probably shell-shocked because Penn State really had no business leading that game at that point. Michigan's red zone offense really struggled in the first half as they had 3 field goals on 4 red zone trips. They only had 1 touchdown on 4 red zone trips in the first half. It obviously didn't matter in this one, but I would definitely like to see that cleaned up, and I'm sure they will. Kind of reminded me like last year's Indiana game where Michigan just had so many field goals and so many opportunities they could have punched it in for a touchdown. But Michigan was leading at halftime 16-14, and like I said, it was really hard to believe that Michigan was only leading by 2 at halftime when they had so many total yards compared to Penn State, and Penn State only had 1 first down going into halftime compared to Michigan's 18 first downs, yet Penn State was only down by 2 points. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of this game. An absolutely outstanding victory for Michigan over number 10 Penn State as they blew them out. Definitely put the nation on notice, and Michigan, we said it, total of 563 yards. Penn State 268 total yards, 157 passing yards, and 111 rushing yards. And Michigan had 418 rushing yards, but don't think Penn State's rushing defense isn't good this season, because they ranked very highly and they were one of the best in the nation for their rushing defense. So Michigan just didn't rush all over a weak running defense. They rushed all over one of the best running defenses so far this season, and that's what really is impressive from this game. Sean Clifford did not have a good day at all, except for that one big run that he had. He went 7 for 19, 120 yards, and then Drew Aller came in to finish it off. He went 5 for 10 and 37 yards. Nick Singleton got shut down, so did Katron Allen, Kayvon Lee as well. Singleton only had 19 rushing yards, and literally all of Penn State's rushing yards was Sean Clifford's 1 run. So we'll go ahead and talk about Michigan's defense after we go over the stat line. For Michigan, J.J. McCarthy went 17 for 24, 145 yards, 1 interception, no touchdowns today. He really didn't have to do too much today. I know a lot of people are going to be criticizing the play calling, but you know what? Jim Harbaugh, his play calling, they got the job done. And I know a lot of people are getting sick of Michigan running the ball, but hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the ball. And J.J. McCarthy had some good passes today. He had 1 mistake of throwing that pick six. Just had to get it a little bit over the head. But other than that, he really, did what he had to do, made some good throws. One in particular was a very good throw to Cornelius Johnson on the run. That put them near the 50-yard line. I'm pretty sure that was in the first quarter. He also ran the ball a lot more. He had 7 carries for 57 yards, and I think you're going to see him run the ball more, especially against tougher opponents. Cade McNamara was not able to play in this one either. He is still injured. But as long as JJ McCarthy doesn't get injured, we should be completely fine. As far as receiving, for the receivers, Cornelius Johnson had 3 receptions, 43 yards. Ronnie Bell, 5 receptions, 39 yards. Roman Wilson, 29 yards. And that was really it. Like I said, didn't really have to pass the ball too much today, as Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards, and that offensive line really was the whole workload on offense. JJ McCarthy and Donovan Edwards both did have fumbles, but we did land on them. Penn State didn't have any turnovers, so I'll give them that. But Michigan, 41 minutes and 58 seconds of time of possession to Penn State's 18 minutes and 2 seconds. Like I said, Michigan absolutely dominated them. And now we'll talk about the defense. The defense was absolutely outstanding today. They only let up 10 points because one touchdown was a pick 6 for Penn State. And aside from that one huge run by Sean Clifford, I mean, this defense of Michigan was just outstanding today. They were flying to the ball. They were getting pressure on Sean Clifford, and the secondary is playing very well, locking down their passing game. My score prediction was 34-21. Michigan exceeded my expectations, winning this one 41-17. As far as sacks goes, RJ Moen had 1 sack, and Taylor Upshaw and Michael Barrett both shared a sack today. Now, JJ McCarthy was sacked once today, but that was it. Offensive line was very dominant in this one, especially for the rushing attack. But yeah, Michigan's defense was just outstanding today. Now, Jamon Green did go down, the cornerback for Michigan, but he did come back in the game. Very thankful for that. He has been playing very good football lately. Will Johnson got in on some plays, made a huge hit on Sean Clifford. And this defense, man, they were really fun to watch today. Rod Moore, Junior Colson both had a total of 5 tackles. Rod Moore had 3 solo tackles. DJ Turner, Mike Morris, Chris Jenkins, Mozzie Smith all had 4 total tackles. Will Johnson had 2 solo tackles. And Jamon Green, Makari Page, Rashawn Benny all had 2 total tackles. Jake Moody also had a tackle on special teams. That was cool to see. But yeah, I mean, Michigan was getting pressure on Sean Clifford. He really just kept running away, throwing the ball away, or just avoiding the pressure. And as a result, Michigan only had 2 sacks. They probably could have had more, but that's what happens. And Sean Clifford, is a quarterback that is able to run away from the pressure. But like I said, overall, I was very, very impressed by the defense. Let me know what you guys thought of the defense. I mean, so many questions coming into this game. I mean, talk about just the 29 yards Indiana had in the second half, and they continued with that success today. Michigan wins it 41-17, an absolute blowout victory in a top 10 matchup. This team is for real. They improved to 7-0. They have a bye week next week, and then they play the Michigan State Spartans for a chance to take Paul Bunyan back. I will personally be at that game. It's going to be a fun one, and hopefully we get to see a blowout victory again for Michigan over Michigan State. But you look at Michigan's rest of their schedule. They play Michigan State at home, they go on the road to Rutgers, they play Nebraska at home, and they play against Illinois, who might be ranked when they play them. Illinois is doing very good right now. They're 6-1. They played them at home before they go on the road to Ohio State at the end of the year. And right now it's looking like Michigan will be 11-0 going into that game, as long as they don't get upset and they take care of business. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, leave a like, and subscribe for more if you are new. I greatly appreciate it. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate it. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought of Michigan's 41-17 victory over Penn State. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys in the next video.